Hello and welcome to another episode of WMT Reviews. I am Wiseman Tanofsky, and today we're continuing with our Kai Play Arts figures with the next figure that I collected, which would be this gentleman here. This is the Kai Play Arts Dark Knight Batman. And good God, this figure is beautiful. I knew it as soon as I saw it in the catalogue that I wanted it. Now, I picked this up once again from American Dream Comics in Bath. It was £60 again, just like the rest of the line. And I picked it up at the same time as Bane. So this was the second figure that I ever got in this line, and going from opening Bane to opening this was just incredible. Just look at the detailing on this suit. It is magnificent. The utility belt, the colour scheme is great. It is just fantastic. Fluff out of the way nice and quick. Batman, or his alter ego, Bruce Wayne. His parents were murdered when he was a small child in front of him, shot by a mugger. And he decided to devote his great wealth and skill into becoming a crime-fighting vigilante known as Batman, in order to retake Gotham City from the criminals. And I'm going to go right on record and say that there is no incarnation of Batman more successful than Christian Bale's portrayal. Even if you ignore the gruff, throaty voice. Let's have a look at the posability. The head is on a rather nice, kind of stiff ball joint. There's another ball joint separately in the neck. Two joints in the shoulder, one outwards, one up and down. A joint in the elbow. Ball joint at the wrist. Now, he does have the same ball joint in his chest that Bane has, but unlike the Bane figure, this guy stays together. He really does. I mean, you can't even pull him apart. I've tried. There's another joint in his hip. There's more posability at the top of his legs. Two joints in the knee. And a ball joint in the foot, but that's not the end of the posability. If I spin the figure around, his cape has posability. Now, there are two sections of his cape, and each one has outward posability and backward posability. So you can create some very dynamic poses. Seriously, the range of posability on this figure is incredible. And you can kind of call it cheating, but you can use the cape to support the rest of the figure. So you can pull off some really cool poses with this guy. Which suits Batman perfectly, I think, because he does pull off some pretty kick-ass positions. Now, Batman is supplied with a handful of accessories. Come down here. There they all are. He has his grapple gun, beautifully moulded and beautifully coloured. I mean, look at the detail on this thing. It is incredible. He has a hand in which to hold said gun. If you just give me a moment. Here we have Batman posed with a smoke pellet in one hand, ready to drop and cover his escape. And in his other hand, his grapple gun, ready to grapple to the ceiling and escape unnoticed. He's also supplied with a hand for holding a batarang. And I can't work out how to get him to hold this. This is an undeployed smoke pellet. but it's too small to fit in any of his hands. I don't know why. And here's just a classic open hand, which I think can also hold the deployed smoke pellet. But as I say, there's not really a place for this. Not really a place for him to hold this. But it's boring anyway, so. You can really have a lot of fun with the poses on this figure. Obviously the cape adding extra support really does help. It's just so much fun, and you almost don't want to leave him in the same pose on your shelf. You always want to switch it up every day, and I love that. It's just fantastic. Even just standing, he's impressive. There's such an expression of determination on that face. Everything is moulded fantastically. Everything from the undersuit to the armour. It's just fantastic. I love it. And it doesn't suffer from any of the problems that the Bane figure suffers from. Because the cape adding the extra support cuts out the top heaviness. You know, occasionally, again, the joints in the leg create a problem, but very rarely. So, as such, he's going to get a higher mark than Bane on the Ausometer, which I think is only fair. I would rate the Kai Play Arts Dark Knight Batman at a very strong 7.5 on the Ausometer. Some great accessories, fantastic posability. It's just an overall incredible figure. I would have paid so much more for this figure. And that's the important thing, really, when you get a figure home and you get it out and you think, wow, I got myself a really sweet deal on this. So yeah, hunt this guy down with a passion if you don't already have him. And if you've already got him, we are part of the same lucky family. I have been Wiseman Tanofsky, this has been WMT Reviews, and I will see you next time.